Hi there! In this video, I'm going to show you the power of lists in word block programming. In many robot competitions, you have to pick things up and put them down somewhere else. Because time is limited, you may need to carry several objects at the same time and take them to different locations. Lists will help you do this. The first thing you have to do is make a list. To do this, click on Variables, then click on Make a List and enter a name for the list. The various list blocks will appear on the screen, together with the list name. On the right side of the screen, you will see the empty list. Now let's look at the list blocks. With Add Thing to List, we can add numbers or text to the end of a list. For example, if we run this simple program, list 1 will be as shown. The Delete block will delete the specified item from the selected list. Here we add the command to delete item 2 of the list. Notice that the list now has only 3 items. Delete all of list will remove all items in a list. It is a good idea to do this when a program starts, in case any old items remain. With Insert Thing at 1, 2, 3, etc. of list, you can add an item to a specified position in the list. For example, here we add black as item 2, making the list longer again. With Replace Item of List with Thing, you can change an item. Here we change position 3 from yellow to white. The list length remains the same. Item 1, 2, 3, etc. of list will give you the value of the item. In this example, I set the variable color to item 2 of list 1. Item number of thing in list will tell you at which position in the list you can find a specified value. Here, for example, the variable yell position is set to the position of yellow in the list. Length of list gives you the number of items in a list. When this program is run, the variable length is set to 4. List contains thing will tell you if a particular number or text is in a list. This program will set the variable green to yes if the list contains green, otherwise to no. Now we have seen what all the list blocks do, we can look at how to use them. In WRO 2022 Senior, we have to pick up red, yellow and black laundry and drop them in a basket of the same color. We do not know in advance which color is in which position. We pick up all 3 laundries and keep them on the robot. We save the position of the 3 colors in a list. Now let's look at the coding. In the laundry list, I save the laundry colors, and in the basket list, the colors of the baskets. At the start of the program, I make sure the lists are empty. When the robot enters a hospital room, it looks to see if a laundry is there. If the color is red, it adds R to the laundry list and displays R for confirmation. For yellow laundry, we add Y, and for black laundry, we add B. When the robot has found all 3 laundries, the laundry list will contain 3 values as shown. Now the robot has to find out the colors of the 3 baskets. It looks first at the middle basket and then the left one. The colors are saved in the baskets list. The right basket color is then the remaining color and is also saved in the list. The baskets list and the laundry list will now look something like this. The robot now has to drop the first, second and third laundries always in the basket with the same color as the laundry. To do this, we combine 2 list blocks. This is a bit tricky, but gives us very powerful possibilities. The first laundry to be dropped is item 1 on the laundry list, so we need to know its color. In this video, it is black. Then we need to know which basket has the same color as item 1 of the laundry list. So we look for the position of the color black in the baskets list. If we combine these 2 functions as shown, we find the position in the baskets list which has the same color as item 1 of the laundry list. Here we see that black is position 3 in the baskets list. This is the right-hand basket, so we know where to drop the first laundry. The second and third baskets are dropped in the same way. That was WRO 2022. Now let's look at another example. Here I have made up something for the robot to do where we can use lists. On this side of the table are 4 blocks of different colors randomly placed. The robot has to place each block on top of the block on the other side of the table with the same color. The first thing to do is drive past the blocks and save the colors in a list. The color sensor gives a code for each color, so the list will look like this. These colors are given in Help in the LEGO programming app. We need blue, green, yellow and red. Now that we know the colors of the blocks, we turn and pick them up. The first block in the list is the last one to be picked up, in this case green. With all 4 blocks, the robot can drive over to the other side of the table. He drives past the blocks and saves the colors in the list color code markers. The first block seen is item 1 in the list, the last block is item 4. Now the robot has all the information required to drop the blocks in the correct positions. The first block is easy. The robot drives forwards until the color sensor detects the color of the first item in the list color code stack. It then positions itself to turn towards the marker block and drop the block on top. The My Block, Your Ramp sensor, moves until the color sensor on the side of the robot detects the color of item 1 of the color code stack list. The My Block Drop Off contains the series of commands to turn, move to the marker block, drop the block, and return to the starting position. Now we need to drop the second block, so the robot has to move until he detects the color of the second item in the list color code stack. First, he has to work out whether to move forwards or backwards. The position of the marker blocks on the table corresponds to their item number in the color code markers list. If we compare the item number of the color we have just dropped to the item number of the color of the next block to be dropped, we will know whether to move forwards or backwards. Here we see the 2 movement commands depending on the direction required. To drop the remaining blocks, the third block's position is compared to the second block, and the fourth block is compared to the third block. Well, I hope I have given you an idea of what you can do with the list blocks. Combining 2 commands as shown gives you some powerful possibilities. I would be interested to hear about your experiences with lists. There must be many other things you can do with them. If you haven't already done so, why not subscribe to my channel? Let me know if you have an idea for another video.